All right. Thank you everybody for tuning in to ASV Collectibles. We got a great panel here again today. We got our boy Marcos in the house. He wasn't able to make it last few weeks because something about a social life. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, but he just had to get out, which is cool. So Marcos, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. One week was a social life. The other week was me just absolutely swamped with work. I was at the hospital all day Sunday and Saturday. So I was trying to make it on. I told Will, like, I got you, bro. I'm coming on tonight. Say, all right, I'll set up the show. And then, like, last minute, I'm like, dude, I can't do it. I'm dead tired, man. I've been up since like 4:30. So
Hmm.
that's my bad, people. But I'm glad to be back right now. So, got a lot of good
Awesome.
topics with unboxing too. So let's do it.
Yep, yep. Thanks for tuning in. And we got FBJ in the house, man. Always a pleasure to have you. I'm glad your camera's working a little better today. And then our boy Jarhead, man. If you guys don't know Jarhead, he's from Custom Produce. He did an awesome show last night. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to join, but I did listen in. Great topics. A lot of good stuff on his stream. So please subscribe if you have not. Jarhead, how you doing, man?
Not too bad, not too bad. It was funny about that show yesterday. Everybody that knew a lot about anime stuff that I invited didn't show up. And everybody that was like, just random knowledge about stuff, it was like, okay, so we're gonna talk about anime, but there's like, I know Dragon Ball Z and I know certain animes, but I don't know them all. I'm not like a
Right,
super, you know,
right.
expert, nothing. But it was a fun show. I'm doing good today, man. I'm just getting ready to do the move here in a few days. Friday, I'm supposed to be starting moving. That'll
Oh
be a
wow.
that'll be a process. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
that's
good.
that's great. Oh, especially with all them statues, you're gonna have to box up and everything, man. That's gonna be.
I don't know if I'm gonna box them up, man. I think I'm gonna be very careful and take them piece by piece.
Don't do it. Don't do it, brother. Don't do it. I've seen too many Chinese videos of them just putting it in the car, and then someone slams the brake real hard and they lose all
I,
their pieces. I would
I,
box.
think, I, I think I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna try it.
Risking
I'm
it,
not-
man. Risking
It's
it.
One
gonna.
at a time.
I like to live my life a quarter mile at a time. So.
Okay, Walker. Look what happened.
Oh, yeah.
Look what happened to Paul Walker now. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna be going as fast as him.
That's
yeah.
true.
I can just see Jarhead with a bunch of electric tape, just wrapping each one around real nice and tightly. Put
No,
the
I'll be
seatbelt over. He's like strapping the
it'll be on
seatbelt.
the other seat, and I'll be holding onto it like this.
Just like okay. I don't know. I don't know. I got a lot of pieces here. I don't think I could just like, let's just sit it in the car like this. You know what I mean? I think I'd have to take the time and put it. I know it's a process. We're looking into also potentially moving. Um, and I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, Jesus Christ, if I'm gonna move, I gotta put all these things back in a box. But I don't have as much as a lot of collectors do.
Yeah.
Like is it Mr. X moving? Imagine that with like 400 statues in there. That'd be nuts.
That's
So
crazy.
that is crazy. But I'm super excited today because this is actually my piece for my collection. Most of the pieces I do live unboxings are usually something that's for sale. Somebody that's local gives it to me and says, "Hey, can you put this on the stream? Can you review it and all this and that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" I love seeing different statues. I love the art. I love unboxing. I love doing live, especially with you guys. You guys are a great company and I get super excited. It's hard to put into words, so I figured out a way to let you know how excited I am.
Well, then I get all excited. I'm like JoJo, the idiot circus boy with a pretty new pet. The pet is my...
That's how I feel every time I get a new statue. I feel like JoJo, just
Yeah.
just super excited. But let's go ahead and chat. I actually wanted to talk a little bit and piggyback off Robert's show a little bit. I know if you guys were on his show, it was the anime talk. Marcos, I know you're excited for a couple pieces. You have some pieces coming in. Let me go ahead and open these bad boys up. We'll do the base obviously first. The boxes are big. It will take me a little bit of time, so I do apologize. So let's get going. FBJ, also, man, if anything news happened lately, let us know, man. Let us know what's going on your end of the town, because I know in Texas was snowing, so I don't know if any of you were dealing with the snow. But New York, well, up in Florida, it was snowing as well. So I don't know. Let's get this bad boy open.
Yeah, man. It was snow where I was at. For one morning, basically. Like we had snow for a morning. That was about it. It was fun though. We don't get snow in Texas, so or at least where I'm at. So I went over to my mom's house and just played in the snow for a while. So with my niece and nephew. So.
What part of Texas are you?
Houston.
Okay. Didn't y'all get snow in Houston?
No. We've had since I've lived here my whole life. We've had snow 2 times, and it was like one time was like 4 years ago, and then this past week.
Yeah. I'm in Texas too, so
we're at
like Central Texas, like Waco area.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, Waco.
So we didn't get any snow up here, but everywhere around us did. So like everywhere, like in up north, they got like Dallas, Fort Worth, they got snow. Y'all got snow, but we didn't get any.
Yeah, Melvin's in the chat. He's in Houston area too, so I know he was in the snow.
So interesting about this box: Green Hulk. On the side goes Red Hulk. The back goes your Kirby Gray Hulk, and on this side was the split green and red. So I really like that on this this box, man. It was a very, very smart idea they put behind this.
Yeah, because you could get either one of those, right? So it was a way for them to save money on boxes,
Yep. So that was pretty cool. That was very, very, very smart on their part.
I was mentioning to you behind backstage that I had the statue on pre-order, and I was going to get it, but I ended up selling the pre-order. It goes really well with that Logan statue behind you. That's what it was originally supposed to go with.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe I could put them both on this turntable, but when I seen the size of the base, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to put them both on there. So
yeah,
hopefully
the bases match each other.
Yeah. That's the main reason why I picked up this piece, because I absolutely love that Logan. If I were to keep any piece, would probably be the only one I'd keep. I'd probably sell everything else because there's just something about it. Even though it's mixed media, I still enjoy it. It's a great piece.
Is that a
and
custom?
I had someone from Italy do that Old Man Logan. That was a custom piece. I think he's only made like 4 in the world.
Yeah.
So I really love the way that Old Man Logan looked. I do have another Old Man Logan from a custom group, just a portrait with a cigar, but I like this one better.
Yeah, there's a comic book, a local comic book shop to me that has one for sale. I've been thinking about picking it up.
I'm sorry, you said what? There's a shop that has it for sale?
Yeah, there's a local comic book shop near me that is selling it. I was thinking about picking it up.
It's a great piece. I can't find anything wrong, honestly, with it. And I'm very picky with my Wolverines and Logans. I'm super picky. But it's probably one of my first pieces that was Marvel. So yeah, I won't let that one go. There was one online a while back. Someone painted blood all over it, and that was pretty dope too. Holy crap! This base is way bigger than I thought.
I've seen people have like custom portraits on that one too. I think, right?
Yeah.
Let me snap a picture here real quick.
Yeah, so Jarhead, what's this? You doing anime, man? And I'm not there. When was this? Last night?
Last night.
Dang it, man.
So
I wish I would have.
Like I was saying earlier, man, I invited a bunch of people that were anime people, and no one showed up. So
I watched the replay, man. Yeah, I love shows, man, that dive into anime a bit because we don't get enough of that.
Well, that's the thing. There's not any shows that really talk about it.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I wanted to do it, was because, not to mention that I'm starting to dabble my toe or sit, into it. So I just want to talk about it, because there's a lot of customs out there that are anime. So
and I know because I collect a lot of anime statues, and like a lot of collectors get mainly like unlicensed companies, like studios for the animes. Like it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like when I first started looking at statues, almost everyone I looked at was unlicensed companies.
They don't hide it though.
They don't hide it at all.
They're on the websites. So that's why it's hard to figure out if it's a licensed or unlicensed piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. And then I know a company. He had like this one guy owned like 3 unlicensed, like pretty big unlicensed companies, and he got like popped by the Chinese authorities or some shit. There was like video cameras of him locked like with the handcuffs behind him and shit. Like, god damn. Look at that fucking base.
Is there an actual Hulk that's green and red at the same time?
Yes. There's a compound Hulk.
Oh, nice.
So all the Hulks you see there, they actually have them. So mine's number 9.
Bro, I didn't realize how big this statue is.
This thing's freaking massive.
That's nice.
That's gonna
look
get
closer.
That's gonna look really good next to Logan.
Yeah. There's only one caveat I see to it, but let me get close. Man, I'm glad I did arms today. Jesus Christ.
It's the best day to do it, right? All fucking wiggly and jiggly now. Nice. Every Hulk piece is like that, though. Like, you don't expect it to be that big, and then when someone opens a base of a Hulk statue, like, what the hell, man? It happens every time.
Look at that. So, just so you guys have an idea, this turntable, sorry for my breathing, is 24-inch in diameter. That's how big this thing is. It's literally 24-inch in diameter. Hopefully, when I put him on top, he's not going to be past the camera. You know what I mean?
We're going to find out.
I'm going to have to finick with it a little bit. But yeah, really big piece. I do have a few little caveats to it, but which is okay. This glass piece right here fell off. I don't think it was glued at some point. It doesn't look like it. But I'll bring it up close. There.
See it. Cool.
So I'm not sure. Maybe it was supposed to lay here next to this one. Looks like it. Because the other ones are glued on. This one wasn't. So if someone has this piece, let me know if it's supposed to. It looks like it's supposed to. Yeah. You know what? It was supposed to be glued on.
That's it. Yeah. So you're saying it broke. Yikes.
Well, it didn't break. It just looks like it fell off because there's a groove there. And when I sit it in there with the other broken glass, it fits perfect. So not a big deal. Man. I could throw a little bit of, crazy glue or whatever on there. Some Zappa Gap. And,
well, at least it's like the broken glass. It's like more authentic.
Yeah, because it's broken glass.
There you go.
Yeah. Put it on the base somewhere. Hey, Stanley saying Marcos will get Jarhead into One Piece. I'm trying to corrupt everybody, Jarhead.
Well,
all right.
That's the thing. My son is really into One Piece.
Oh, he's good.
So
he's good.
That's kind of one thing that one of the statues I want to pick up is a One Piece statue.
Nice. So your son has time on his side. There's no way I'm touching One Piece. And like I tell Marcos, and nothing against One Piece. I don't dislike it or anything like that. But I'm not sitting through 2,000 episodes. I could have watched 20 animes with multiple seasons for each anime.
Well, what
about it's gonna take me to finish One Piece?
What about the one they did on Netflix, the live, what you call it? Show?
That one I have queued up. I'm gonna watch it with my kids because my kids were even asking about it. They were like, "Can we?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "For sure, we'll watch it." Was it
live action? It was. I thought it was gonna be super cheesy, but it was good.
No. But like this, I'm a huge One Piece fan, and that surprised me a lot. There's some for this out of all animes go live action, I thought that one would easily fail, and it just did not. It actually was like a good 7.5 out of 10. Hold up, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I was actually really. I haven't watched it to my queue as well, but I was super pissed off at Yu Yu Hakusho, because I was hoping they would have got it right. You know what I mean? Same thing with Bleach. I was hoping the live action was going to be better.
Yeah, it sucked, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
I mean, they followed it to kind of the storyline on Bleach correctly, but it just didn't. It didn't translate well. And same thing with Yu Yu Hakusho. It's like the tournament, right? And they kind of condensed it into a weird kind of thing. There wasn't really a crowd. There wasn't really everybody like going at each other like a tournament would be. It was just them four. You know what I mean?
I watch the animes that I like. I'll look around and see if there's an actual live action of it, and I will watch it. And there are two shows live action from an anime that after I've watched it, I said, man, this is one of the biggest travesties ever. Why did they do this? One was Death Note. I seen the American version when they did that. I said to myself, and I'm not even knocking the fact that they made one of the characters black, right? That I don't care about that stuff, really. The show in itself was horrendous. I said, who greenlit this? The second one I saw was this came out years ago, maybe about 7 years ago. Attack on Titan. There was a live action to that one. Oh my
god, that was terrible.
They changed so much in it. It didn't even make sense. On top of the fact that the story was horrible. I said, why do they do this? Why not? And anime does this with manga too, right? But not as bad. But why you have the source material, the manga, right? Why are you going so far right with stick to the manga is the template. Don't veer. just do it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I was a big fan of Attack on Titans, and then when I saw the first movie, I'm like, what the hell did I just watch? It literally did nothing.
They changed so much.
You gotta realize that movie's on like a Japanese movie budget too, so it was like made for $20 million. Like, so they had no special effect money at all.
But even the story,
so
that aside, the story they changed everything. They changed like 80%. So and I've seen a bunch, but those were the two to me that was like the biggest travesty as far as why did you attempt this?
Not Dragon Ball Evolution. The worst one of all time.
No, that was bad. That made my top 5. Okay. It's just the reason why I didn't care too much because I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan. I like Dragon. Like I said, I watched it because of my brother.
Me too.
So he was secondhand. It was secondhand. So it didn't hit me as hard as Death Note, which I think is one of to me that I think it's probably my top 1, top 2 greatest show anime all time. Death Note.
It's a great one to get someone that's not into anime to watch is Death Note because it goes right into the action like within 5 minutes and like he's ready fucking chopping up fools, So
if y'all haven't watched Death Note, Jarhead, I don't know if you've seen that, man.
No, I haven't seen it. What I want to pick up next is Berserk.
Oh yes, don't read it. Don't you dare watch it. Read it.
I saw it.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about picking up the
Omnibus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
I haven't read it either.
You got to really read it first. The only problem with reading it first, and it's like Freddie said, when they changed the storyline and stuff for like the anime or the manga, you kind of get pissed the anime and the movie, you get upset because it doesn't follow it the way it should have followed it.
Well, they do the same thing in comic book movies too, though.
That's true.
They take liberties and everything. So
and look, we had a black Harry Osborn coming up and a black Norman Osborn out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my
gosh. They do stuff like that just to do it, and it's like
I know, it's just why?
Well, they're talking about making a black Professor Xavier, like it's like. Why?
I think it's like if they made a Hispanic Professor Xavier, I'll still be like, bro, don't.
Yeah.
Dude is not Chicano. He's whiter than white.
I mean, sometimes those things can work out, and I'm not I'm not against it because we did get a Samuel L. Jackson, right? And that worked out, but it's just I don't know.
Then they switched it in the comic books to where he was black.
Yeah. So in some, like I said, in some instances, but I just feel. Depending on the character, sometimes I just feel like they're doing it to do it.
They wouldn't do that in reverse though. They wouldn't make a Black Panther a white guy.
So
they'd be crazy to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The meme is Ryan Gosling as Black Panther. That's the meme everybody always says.
They're not going to do that.
So what did Paul Mooney say when he's the last white man on Earth? Or Last Black Man on Earth, starring Tom Hanks.
There you go. Yeah.
But hey, real quick before we continue, I just want to shout out anybody that's in the chat right now. If you're watching not in the chat, just come join. Leave us a message. Talk some crap. It's all good. Marcos loves the dirty talk. So, Mr. Kennedy, thanks for joining. Stanley, thanks for always being here. Let's keep going. Milevin, thanks for joining. E-Man's in the house. Let's keep going. Michael Reyes, thanks for coming in. My boy from Tracy, Battlecat 78, man, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it, man. Come into the chat, talk some smack. Let's have a good time. But I don't know if it's like kind of the woke thing or if we're still kind of involved in that situation where they want to make Professor X black. I didn't read enough of the comics where was there a version of Black Professor X? Like, I know there's a version of Superman. There's a universe where Superman's black, which, and I've read that. That's kind of cool.
I like that.
That's a totally different character, though.
Yeah.
Right. No, I understand that. But has there ever been a Black Professor X for them to make that sort of something to do? Right. It's just a question. I don't care either way because it doesn't affect me regardless. But, I'm the type of person that likes everything canon. And if it's not canon, I'm not feeling it. Sometimes you get away with it. Like you said, Samuel Jackson, he got away with it, and I'm cool with that. But if there's nothing in the comics about it, I don't know, man.
I think if you handle it properly, and to me, depending on the character, because you wouldn't, Iron Man, there's certain A-list characters I wouldn't touch, but if you're going down to the tertiary characters, stuff like that, I don't see a problem with it, because yeah, it's just like
and,
I said, if
and
you
you know,
handle it properly.
it's not even about a color thing either. Like
Yeah,
how many
yeah,
people are really happy that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Doom? Like
that's not a color thing. I just
I don't
yeah.
know.
I
That
just
one,
like I
I
said,
mean,
don't do it to do it
gray
just to be
area.
what. Like I said, if you're doing it and handle it properly, to me personally, I don't think that's a problem.
Why though? You know, it's like
That's my whole thing.
they don't need to do that. There's plenty of actors that are good actors that, you know, why deviate from the source material if you don't have to,
I agree.
you know?
I'm with that, and like you had said earlier, Jordan, they won't do it in reverse. And but you know, the whole thing is like they do it to almost every redhead. Like they make a redhead character always black.
Yeah.
They will never do that the opposite way. That's my
Yeah.
whole issue. Like if they did it both ways, it's stupid. But at least they do it both ways. You know, like go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
They're not making Blue Beetle a white guy or a black guy. They're making him a Hispanic guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Hispanic,
you know,
you know. So like, or I know there's multiple Blue Beetles, but we all know which one I'm talking about.
I mean, I'd rather you create a new character, you know, like let's do a John Stewart, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Hulk smash.
so yeah, so the art box, same thing. I gotta try to spin. I got the other box in the way over there.
So there's two different versions of that red one, right? There's one without the mustache, and there's one with the mustache.
You know, I'm not quite sure, honestly.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't really pay attention to the other ones. I just kind of picked up the green one. Jesus, the box is heavy. I'm in the room.
But yeah, back to that whole point. Mr. Kennedy said no, but Magneto and Xavier are based off Malcolm X and MLK. And then I guess I don't know. It just why even do it though? That's my whole point.
Because they go out of their way to do it. Is what
and then they make it like a point too, like in the story, which it never had that point most of the time. You know, like so. I don't know. But the Harry Osborn thing is hilarious, and then the Norman Osborn one, that's comical. I love it. I love that they did it because it's so bad, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Well, Gerard, what other animes did you guys talk about last night? I know you had that one statue you brought up. Which one was it? The Broly?
So that statue. So there's an Infinity Studio, which is licensed, and that studio, the one that with the Broly, is Infinite Studio.
Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. I'll bring it up, honestly. So
is it Infinite?
Yeah,
so Infinite.
Yeah.
Huh.
There is a unlicensed company called Infinity Studios as well. Let me see. I'll bring it up real quick. Gosh, I haven't seen in a while. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, that Broly, it comes in like half scale. Can you imagine how big that's going to be?
You can fit in that box, Will.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could. Yeah, that Broly, when I did the math, I posted it. I think it was 5'2" or 5'3" at half scale.
So it's as tall as Casual is.
Hold up.
Yeah, didn't he say that yesterday?
That's what I hear, right?
Yeah, I was just messing with him, but yeah.
Hey, Jarhead, didn't you have that Italian guy? He said the same thing. He's like, "Oh, it's as tall as I am."
But Jarhead, this is the piece right here, the Infinite Studios, bro.
It's dope, dude.
Bro, you should see some of the like the hat, like the 1-to-1 bust they have of them. They're just like too goddamn big.
Yeah, I've seen one that today. It was big. I just the only bust I think I would get would be those boob busts. I thought those are pretty cool.
But yeah, this is crazy, dude. Every Broly statue is so well made, like in the unlicensed ones. So they look great, man.
Oh, he comes in one piece, guys. Great.
Excellent.
He comes in one freaking piece. Jesus Christ.
Oh, get to lifting.
Lift with your legs, not with your back.
Oh my goodness. No, it's like I want to get like up close. So what I might end up doing is trying to get close, but maybe I'll just bring the camera closer and then.
No, just bring the statue to the camera. That's what we want to see.
Let's do that. That makes a lot of sense.
That'll be the easiest thing for you to do is bring the statue to the camera.
You have to get a workout in, bro. Come on.
I'm gonna be like Willie from Friday. I'll be like, oh, damn, and then just fall over with it.
Like you said, it was arm day today. So
what's up, man? Melvin said, yeah, it's Infinite Studios, and then Michael Ray just said Infinity Studios makes some awesome statues. They do, man.
Speaking of Infinity Studios, they're making an Arcane statues. I'm really looking forward to seeing those.
Freddie, you're interested in those, right?
yeah, did they Well, I know
They
the
teased a
Pure
picture
Arts
of
one
it.
I was
Yeah.
looking at some point, but
They
I
teased a
didn't
picture
see.
of it already. Yeah,
I
of
didn't see it.
the one with the red hair. I forget her name.
Of I did they are they doing it based off of the game or the show?
The show.
The show? Yeah, I'd rather the show.
The show is so dope, man. I love that show.
Yeah, me
Dude,
too.
talk about a show that cares about how well they do and stuff. Like it's not like a cash grab. It's a legit like show that you can tell the creators really care. You know, like how much they put into it.
The fight scenes and like the music that go along with it, man, it's top tier. Wow.
Top tier, man. That and then Blue Eyed Samurai. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, nice baby, Will. It looks just like you. Nah.
Got my hair.
Dude. Oh, I said Aiden. Remember the Red Hulk you did? Like that looks like Aiden. Aiden's like, fuck you, man. Let me give you a big screen.
There you go.
It does. It kind of looks like Jarhead. Let's be real, dude.
That looks great.
It looks good though. The details and the skin, the paint job look really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this bad boy down.
What are you talking about, dude? It's not that heavy, is it?
It's not like, oh man, hold on. I gotta move this glass. Piece of glass.
Use both hands, man. Use both hands. I hate double pegs on feet. They're the most annoying.
Yep, because this happens.
Yep, exactly. You got to get like at the right exact time for both.
There we go.
That was
Jesus
easy.
Christ. I'm sweating like an escort in church.
Oh my god.
Goddamn.
Bringing God
All
in
right.
there. Oh.
So, as you can tell, he is a pretty massive boy. Let me get the foam and everything. I'll have him rotating. But, like, literally his hands are as big as mine. Pretty big freaking hands. Actually, I could do something here real quick. Just to kind of give the guys a visual on what it could have potentially looked like. So give me 1 second to move this out of the way.
And this is 1/4, correct?
That is a quarter scale.
Yep.
Just so everybody has kind of an idea.
Match up perfectly.
Let me do it like that.
Oh yeah, and the base.
I mean, they did a pretty decent job, but I think Hulk's looking this way, so I'll go right there.
Yeah,
Maybe
You guys
back
had
in the-
If you guys had to put your money on to save your life, if they had to fight each other, who would you pick? Hulk or Wolverine?
I'm biased.
Oh, who's your bias?
It depends. I'd probably say Hulk. Only reason why is because he'll just rip him in half and throw him like a million miles away, and then I could get away. But if you pick Wolverine and he gets split in half, you're still stuck there with Hulk. So I think I'd do that instead. Let me rotate him here. I'll pull the camera off. I'll get it like a better close up.
Stanley has a really good idea. Will Stanley said, "Try to lift it with the base." LOL. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, huh?
Shit. Just for Stanley.
Yeah, just. I was joking. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. It's scaring me.
Nice.
How else do you think I'm gonna move him? I gotta move him over there. I gotta pick him up because I'm not trying to peg him again.
Yeah, I know.
Let me try to get this camera off here real quick because it's on a swivel. All right.
Michael Reyes said Natiri 1/3 scale. Statues must have half for any Avatar fan. That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
Michael also said you need to pair this with his Hulkbuster. Which one do you have, Michael? Is it the XM or the
custom one?
Oh, the custom. Okay, I know that's what that is.
Let me know how good that lighting is, guys.
That's good.
Is that better?
There's a noise though. I don't know what that was.
That was the light switch remote.
Mr. Kinney says that's massive, and he said pause. Yeah, you definitely need to pause that, man. Stanley, yeah, Will strong. Will's not strong. Don't give him that much credit. Hey,
I've been in the gym for a week. Okay,
Whoa.
dude, look at this thumb compared to mine.
Bigger. Shit.
I mean, mine is as dirty as his, but you know what I'm saying? But Jesus Christ.
The paint job on this Hulk looks good. I don't see any issues.
Abs look like mine. Pretty damn close, at least.
What? Not even close, man. Not to get sidetracked, but see, Freddie, how these pants look on this Hulk? I know they're sculpted, but dude, I like that Queen one, but dude, those pants look so cheap. I don't know what it is with that piece on that silicone one. I don't know what it is. Those pants just look super cheap. I don't know if it's just me or what, but
so you probably just want them nice and tight on the Hulk. It's probably too loose for you. That's the problem.
It's loose and it looks like a Barbie doll. It does. Like it looks like some Barbie accessory.
I don't want my shorts on my Hulk tight, like slim fit. Let the man
I like
breathe, man.
I don't know if you guys see it, but there's a punch number on that keg. I like that. 043 something. I can't read it like that upside down, but that's kind of cool. I like how they stamped that right there. Let's get on the bottom here. Oh, that's my hand. Just so people have an idea, you know. Let's go over here. Let's get down to the bottom here. I mean, the details are super, super great.
Well, Jarhead, you said you were biased. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Wolverine?
Yeah,
Better?
Wolverine. That's my boy.
That's your dog, huh? Well, I'm a Deadpool guy, so I don't know, man.
Ugh.
Ugh. Deadpool's
a joke. He's a joke. It's a travesty.
Let me grab something real fast. Hold on.
He's the jester, bro, in the Marvel universe. He's got to be that guy.
He's Marvel's Jesus.
He's Marvel's Jesus and jester at the same time. What a guy!
That man just won't die.
He will never. It's a bad thing for the world, honestly, that he can't die.
Well, I remember reading the comic where he does die.
There's ways to do it. Like you can like get his head and bury his head alive in like concrete. Like he can be gone forever. It can be done.
I like I'm just curious about this bottle down here and how it got there. That's just...
That was me. That and the keg.
I'm gonna go ahead and pan up here. Hopefully the lighting's good and you guys can see everything.
The portrait looks good though, man. I like that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or not, but because of the images, but yeah, it looks really, really good.
Got some chapped lips though. That's about it.
Yeah, well, you can't win them all. Go. Let's go back.
Make Hulk mad.
Is that why he's always upset? Hulk got chapped lip.
But man, what a shame Marvel did to him in the movies. My gosh, he's like a joke now. Talk about a joke. He's a bigger joke than Deadpool.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Should I keep it lighter? Do you guys rather have it lighter like this, or just keep it? Or is that good enough?
I don't know. I think the light looked pretty good the last time you had it on.
Like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. All right, I'll go ahead and turn this table here. We'll get the rotating going. For those that come last minute, if you show up last minute, just go ahead and rewind. That way you guys can check out the closer details to everything. No, Michael, there is no extra heads. It's just one full body. The body is not as heavy as he looks. Let me see. Just gotta make sure he's good at the rotation here. Oh, that won't work out either. I got like a little stand underneath to make the turntable taller, so I'm just kind of a little sketchy right now. It's a little sketchy.
So you were saying you're a Deadpool fan, huh?
Oh yeah. Let me see what you got.
This is what happens when Wolverine and Deadpool fight.
Oh yeah. Now we talking.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
That's
Just
what I
don't
like.
get some adamantium bullets though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what I like.
do that. It's game over.
Rough them up, man. That's a nice one. That's signed by the artist, or
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's badass. Just Marco's after the stream, just send him your address so he can send it to you. That way you can have it with all your stuff.
For free,
So-
yeah. For free.
So he can see what Wolverine would do to Deadpool.
And I'll keep it for a long time, like forever. Until I
And that framing is
Straight
nice
up,
too.
great.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
get,
that was
did you
good
get it
stuff.
framed? Did you get
Huh?
it framed or?
No,
you
I did
kept
the
it?
framing, but I got to fix it because it's not sitting centered.
Okay.
It's like it's I don't know how to see how it's more up top than it is in the bottom.
Oh
Yeah.
See. I didn't even realize it till you said it, to be honest.
Yeah, I was again. Yeah, so Stanley. No, I don't. Honestly, I don't personally. I don't think it's the best Green Hulk out there. I haven't seen Transformation from XM in person. I'm still trying to pick that piece up. I think there's just so many Hulks out there for you to say which one is the best, which was not the best. I love this piece. I think it's great, and let's get into it a little bit, and then I'll ask everybody else what they think. But there are some caveats to this piece that doesn't make it a 10 for me. Still a great piece. Love it. I'll give it about 9.5 because some of the stuff I'm thinking is just really not that big of a deal. So one thing for the base itself, I would have made the planks the same thickness as the Logan because it really doesn't make sense that the planks over there are smaller and these are like twice as wide. So it doesn't mesh in that terms. Now, like I said, maybe I'm just being picky and I'm overthinking. Also the keg. If you guys have never bought a keg before, it's a little bit more chrome than this. I get it's a little dirty. It's got Wolverine's claws in the back. Look like he cut the back of the keg. But the paint application is really close, which is really good. Those are just really the caveats that I had with it. Was just the floorboards should have been the same thickness as the other one. Everything else looks great. I know it's a bigger piece, so the thickness of this floor has to be wider, or to handle this, it can't be as thin as Logan's. I get that, but I digress. It's a great piece. I love the texture on the pants. It's not as tight as Marcos likes it, but there's a little bit of loose, a little bit of ripped here on the corners. There are scratches everywhere. You can see the green from his skin. They added the button. They added the stitching. Even the label on the back of the pants, that little brown part. The shirt that's folded over, that ripped, that you just tucked in. It's not bad, but there's no texture to it. It's kind of smooth. I wish there was a little bit of texture to let people know that's part of clothing. So it's not giving me that clothing feel. In terms of anatomy, I think it's spot on with Hulk. I think they got the anatomy very, very well done. With the larger hands, the large traps, what we're kind of used to seeing in the comics. They did him pretty veiny, which is good too. Obviously, he's Hulk. You can see all the veins, a lot of the striations, a lot of the blacks in there with some of the darker greens. So it wasn't all black shading. I know it might seem like it on the video, but there is a hint of dark green in there. The hair is not too bad. I mean, a lot of people were saying that it looked like a little toupee on his head, but I like it. I dig it. I think it's good. This is, out of the four that they made, this is my favorite one. I think this is going to pair well with Red Hulk. The only thing is, too, I know he's crunched over, but so is Red Hulk. But Red Hulk is bigger. He looks like he's bigger. So when I put them next to each other, we'll see. I'll take a snap. I'll snap a picture and post it. But let's, like I said, this table is 24-inch diameter. So, yeah, we're looking, yeah, it's 24-inch, the base all the way around. Base to the top of his head, well, let me get a little closer here, is roughly about 25 inches. The width of the base, and it's 24 inches all the way around, and his hands inside the base. So, but let's say I went to his buttocks all the way to his fingertips. That's 16 inches in depth. Width would be just about the same. Let's see. It's about 19 inches from pinky toe to pinky toe, around there, 19, 20 inches. Yeah, he's not a small piece. But I think he's gonna look very, very well with actually with Red Hulk. I think the paint application looks closer to XM style paint, and if that's the case, you can utilize this for Red Hulk and Wolverine. So what I'll potentially do with my setup is bring Hulk down here and Wolverine between the two, and he looks like a child, like a little tiny infant compared to both of them next to each other. I do have She-Hulk. I was gonna have her in the middle. I might still do that, but just for picture perfect purposes and people to take a look at everything. Let's see. Got another one show up here. Hey, thanks for joining.
Thanks, Lane.
Yeah, I'll end up setting them up correctly. But other than that, the ripples on his skin too, even actually the bottom of his heels, looks like it's kind of really worn out and dried. A lot of ripples down here. Like I need a file. You know how you get a pedicure, you got to file the back of that heel. That's what he needs. He needs to get that back of that heel file down. The glass bottles are cool. Some of them were loose. I know 2 of them should have been because they came in little packages, but some of the other ones fell out. So maybe they didn't just put enough glue to the piece, which is okay. It's not a big deal. It's just glass. I don't know. I like the fact that it's one whole piece, but I know you can get away with torso swaps the way LBS does. But he's not as heavy as I thought. Like when I pulled him out, I'm like, okay, they didn't do a full solid cast of this thing. It's got to be hollow casted a bit. So yeah, see when I hit him, he sounds hollow. But XM Red Hulk is hollow too. I've seen that piece broken, so he's hollow on the inside because he's not that heavy as well. So that's a little more solid. Yeah, you could feel some areas are thicker than other areas. So yeah, be careful if you have this piece. Don't push it down a little bit more. Yeah, his feet aren't pegging in like. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got him all the way down. I was worried a bit that it wasn't going to peg all the way down. But no, I think it's an awesome piece. I'd give it a 9.5 just because I'm just picky and what I want on the base and what I like to see on the keg. But him as a whole, I think he's a 10. Just the body proportions, the back striations, where all the muscles are, the texture of the skin and the shading. The pants, the shading on the pants are pretty decent too. I see some darker purples in there, so it's not too bad. They added a good amount of creases with the green in there, so it's pretty good. Marcos, what do you think?
So I'm gonna get a 9.49. Freddie's nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, like Will said, I like the Hulk part of it. I think the base is pretty plain Jane to me. Some of the broken glass looks kind of, not that well done. It looked like they could have, maybe done a little bit.
It's a frosted cold beer glass. It's frosted. That's why it looks like that.
I like the Hulk part. I like how he has those Tom Hardy, like Dark Knight Rises delts, like those big old delts. Like Lane was kind of saying right here, how does the muscular definition compare to LBS one? I've never seen them in person.
Yeah.
I will say, though, I do like the body proportion on LBS Hulk a lot. I think that's like, in my mind, that's how I always vision the Hulk, is how pretty much the LBS piece. This one is really good, too. I think this is, if we're talking about recent 1/4 statues, like, Sideshow had that one where he's like kind of jumping like Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
It's all right. I think this is better.
But remember that it's hard to compare this one to LBS because he's crunched over, right? He's like really, and LBS, he's just kind of standing there, he's straight up a little bit. Yeah. So it's very hard.
XM Transformation, I haven't seen that piece in person.
Right.
This looks taller than that one. I could be wrong. That's another issue. I love that concept of it, but I do feel like it's kind of small for a Hulk piece. That transformation, I mean, XM. Right. So I'm just trying to compare it to other 1/4s. I think at least concept-wise, I think the paint job should have been better on XM Transformation, though. It's too dark of a green, in my opinion. I like this color green on Hulk, like kind of like a brighter green. It pops more.
XM does do a lot of blacks. They like to shade with a lot of blacks, right? What do you think of the scale?
Scale for 1/4, I think it looks proportionate. And for me, I want Hulk, if I had 1/4 like Marvel Avengers line, I want him to be the biggest character. So he's definitely probably the biggest 1/4 character in the line that you have. So that's perfect. Like I said, that's the issue I have with XM Transformation. It looks too small. I've never seen it in person, but for me, I think the Hulk part looks a little too small. I like it though. I like the pants part too. I give it probably, since I'm not a huge Hulk fan, I'll probably give it like a 9.2, so I can't like judge it too much. The base just needs a little bit of work, I think. But the Hulk part is good. Like if you wanted just a big Hulk and 1/4, this is a great one to get. So.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, the main reason why I kind of boost this up a little bit because it will go well, and it does go well with that Logan that I have, and that was the main reason.
It goes well with that for sure. Like it matches up. So.
Yeah, that was the main reason why I picked it up. If it wasn't for this base, honestly, I wouldn't have picked it up. And it's great. I love it, and I gave it a good rating. But I would have just still kind of worked on saving the money from this to go to transformation. I would have just waited for someone, and someone did have a good price on it. I think they sold it for $1,500, which was a great price with banner. But I already had purchased this, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up. Now, I'm not saying I eventually won't, but I potentially it's in the air what I want to do with the collection moving forward. Jarhead, what do you think, man?
Yeah, it came out really good. Like I said, I had this on pre-order back when my collecting was all over the place. I was trying to get every character that I love. It looks great, man. It came out really good. All the versions of it, I've seen the red and the green and the gray. They all came out really, really good. Just like you said, though, like the floor kind of bothers me. How tall it is compared to Wolverine's.
Right.
Like, they made it even so that it made more sense. But I like that aspect that, they're in the bar. He just transformed and they're about to, fight each other. So it's a great concept. I like it a lot. Yeah, it came out really, really good.
Freddie?
Yeah, I agree with sorry, just adjusting my mic. Yeah, I agree with you, Jarhead and Will. In terms of the base, I want to know what floor Wolverine is standing on compared to Hulk. It's just, is he on the second level? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he's on a second level of the bar, and Hulk's at the bottom level. That's why one's thicker than the other one, because it's steps.
Yeah. The Hulk though, I'd say the greatest bodybuilder of all times, yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger, would be proud of this Hulk flex pose. The muscle definition on this is crazy. Like how he got his arms out, like flexing, biceps, triceps, and everything. Like all the muscles. When they do these Mr. Olympia competitions and stuff like that, man, that's what they do. That's how they get the points, right? They do all the, flex the back, flex the front, and all this other stuff. And my boy, who actually played the Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, he was in the wrong era or time because this poor man. I had followed bodybuilding for a while back then, because Arnold Schwarzenegger was my guy, and Lou Ferrigno and the whole back then. I used to follow it for a bit. He was in the wrong era, man, because he was going up against Arnold Schwarzenegger. He lost a bunch of time. It's like, come on, man, why? He lost a lot of competitions to Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. Lou Ferrigno was great, man. These guys.
That's why LeBron never played in Jordan's era because he's just gonna keep losing. So. It goes. That's just the way it goes, man. That's just the way it goes.
That's why I always feel bad for the Charles Barkley. I know we diving into sports for a second, but I always feel bad for Charles Barkley. He talks about it all the time, man. Like if he never played in that Jordan era, man, to go up against Jordan, and same thing with Tom Brady, man. What is it? Thank goodness that New York. Thank goodness for Eli Manning. He will make it into the Hall of Fame just because he beat Tom Brady twice.
Yes, thank you, Eli. Thank you.
I was talking to my wife because my wife, she's a huge Patriots fan. And I said, look, now Eli Manning did not have the greatest season stats on, but the fact that you beat like the greatest of all time, supposedly in 2 championships, I'm telling you right now, he's going into the Hall of Fame. Like that's said and done right there. But I digress, man. But the flex on this, man, the pose, I think is incredible. And to me, that's a very strong selling point like for this, because I think it's just, I say unique. He's not fighting anybody, he's flexing, and I like the way they did it. I don't know whoever when they did the statue, if that person knows their thing about the flexing and the muscle definition and all this stuff. I don't, not like that, but like it looks like if Hulk was in a competition right now, man, they'd grade him high score on this flex right here. I love it, man. I give it a 9. The only chunk I'll take off is because of the base, like for what you said, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think you're, and I think we're all in an agreement. You know, the Hulk actually, he's up there. Like everything about him,
Yeah.
it's almost it's really clear. Even the toenails have different shades of green in it. So that was a cool touch because I know I talked about that with Red Hulk, where his toenails are black. There's a little gray and black in there, and they actually did some good touches of different greens on a toenail because toenails are the same color as the skin, right? So.
And you don't care about the little toupee haircut? You like it?
No, you know, at first in the images I did when they posted the pictures, and I'm like, man, I don't know about that hair.
Mhm.
But the more and more I looked at it, the more and more of the comic I read, watched some of the animation. I was like, yeah, it's kind of vibing the same. So I was like, yeah, we'll stick with it. It was good enough for me. I'm not complaining too much about it. There are like you spend time looking at it, you'll find you subconsciously want to find more issues. So like if I keep looking at the toupee, the way they glued it on does look like it's toupee. It's like not really, sculpted in there in detail. So most likely they did. It was just like separated. They painted it, glued it on the top, but it didn't sit as well as I would hope it would because of the seam line up on top. But it's not noticeable unless you're like really up close trying to dissect this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. His eyes are great. The mouth's good. The teeth have like the different colored in the teeth. The tongue, same thing. There's the lines in the tongue, different colors. They didn't put like clear coat on the tongue to make it look like it's too clear. So I'm extremely happy with this piece, man. I think it's awesome. If anything, if I did want to change something with the base, I could always ship it out. It wouldn't be that expensive to ship out this base to our boy Jeffrey up in New York, and he'll touch it up and fix it. But that doesn't change the thickness of the planks and all the other small little things. So do I want to pay a professional to just do the base? Like I don't know. I think it'd just be a waste of money, really. For what it is, it's good enough, and it's similar to the other base in terms of paint. Wolverine's got that couple of cue balls over there from the pool table. It would be kind of cool to have some cue balls on this, but that wouldn't be difficult, right? Go to Hobby Lobby, find some miniature pool table balls, and just throw them on there. I mean, you could really accessorize the piece if you wanted to. I still don't know why that bottle is closed and underneath this base. I don't. You know, if the commissioner is watching, let me know why that bottle's in there, because before they broke everything, it was still in there. So
they built around it. They built around it.
It's just some carpenters like drinking a beer, but it's not even open. It's still closed.
I think when they're building it, I think it dropped in there when it was putting the top. And it was like, I'll just leave it. Just put the last thing wood over it.
And then his helper comes by. He's like tack 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 tack.
Exactly.
And
it's like dude, there's a bottom in there. I ain't ripping that back up. You rip it up? Nah.
Yeah, I ain't taking it off. No, I love the ideas, right? We all have our stories to it. I love that idea. That's funny as hell.
Will, does your back look like that, man? Because I know you in the gym.
Yeah, I've been in the gym for a week. It actually's got more striations than that, but I think it's just the stretch marks.
Yeah, right. Okay.
It's just the stretch marks. No, I'm getting there. I've been out of the gym for a year. I tore a muscle in my shoulder. And so I'm starting to get back into it. It doesn't feel too bad, just kind of fall into physical therapist routine and stuff and doing. So hopefully I can get back in there and drop some weight. Because, it's funny. I'm like going through my YouTube and all my old videos, and I'm like, holy crap, man, I looked way different. Like my face wasn't as round as it is now. Mm-hmm. Like if you go to I think the first video I posted on ASV was Fire and Ice, and I was at Timothy Michaels. Shout out to Tim. He's a couple blocks from me. And you can just see it in my face. I'm like super sucked in,
Yeah,
so I was like, oh shit, I got to get back into the mix. But
I'm a ex athlete too, basketball. So I know the feeling with the injuries, man. I've had a few. I was a dunker, so one of my ones that hit me. Yeah, I was a dunker. I was one of those leapers or whatever. So my wife said the same thing when we started at the show. I was like, all right, you gotta make me prove myself. my kids, like I said,
hurt yourself. You didn't hurt yourself.
No, yeah, because same thing with my kids, right? Because my kids, they grew up, they didn't really see me ball when I used to ball, whatever. So I remember I was like, your dad was a dunker, and I was like, Dad, you can't dunk. I was like, give me the ball. And then I remember when I showed off and I showed them, I was like, oh my back. I was like, yo, I ain't dunking. and I'm young, but it's because when you don't do it in a while, and then you start to flex those muscles, you're like, oh my gosh, man. But I know the feeling, man. Trying to go back in there and try to get those muscles, back into it again.
Yeah, to answer your question, this is my piece. Yeah, I'm not. This is one that's going on in the collection. I have, I think, another one, maybe another 4 that are not in my collection in my storage that I'll be doing some live unboxings with. I still got a Deadpool that I'm gonna do an unboxing next week with Logan that I was supposed to do 2 weeks ago, and things came up and I ended up not doing it. And then I have a Wolverine on Throne coming in the mail as well. So we'll see. That's not till the end of February, so I should be through with some of these other unboxings. I have 4 XM Shugo pieces. What's that? Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Batman. So those are in stock right now.
Nice trail.
Let's see. After that, I was done. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where you guys' direction is with your collection. Mine's kind of been going south a little bit because I did pick up some anime pieces. I picked up a 1/6 figure pieces. I'm kind of.
Congrats.
I really gotta hone in and focus. I've been thinking a lot in my head that I'm like, you know what? I might just sell all my collections and start all over. But I have some epic pieces that I don't think I can let go. And that's the tough part, right? So that's a good question for you and everybody on the panel. Are there pieces that you guys are like, you bought it, you loved it, can you let it go? Like, is there something there, Marcos, that you have that you're like, I can let it go anytime? I know it's none of your Deadpool, but anything else?
You said that I can let go anytime or can't let go?
That you can and can't. Like, if you were really hurting and you're like, man, I really need to make some money, but I just can't let this piece go, what would it be?
Definitely Nightwing, because he's my favorite character of all time in DC. And then my Akainu One Piece statue, because the Akainu is like my favorite piece of all time. And even better on my Nightwing, it was my second piece I got. I got it on my birthday, like literally the day of my birthday it came in. So
you're saying both of those you can't let go?
I can't let go. Like, those are staying forever, no matter what.
So what can you let go? What's the first one to go?
My Rurouni Kenshin statue. I've been trying to sell it for a long time. I love that anime. It doesn't fit anything in my collection at all. I love it though, but it's just like I don't know what to do. And then I have a Hitsugaya piece, Bleach. I can let go of that anytime too.
Stanley.
Good answer.
Hey, there we go. That's how I'm doing though, mainly Stanley. Like, there's only about 2 pieces I would think about selling right now, and then everything else is I need for my collection.
So let's see. McLovin said QS Alita Bus, Jetwing 1/3, I am MK7, and Robert Downey Jr. Bust. Those you cannot let go. McLovin said he will not let those go. Jarhead, which ones would you let go, if any?
Wait, Jarhead. Let me answer the one that he can let go. I'm gonna answer that one for Jarhead. Is the Weapon X?
I can let go.
The Weapon X. That's the first one to go.
No, that's not.
When you do, I'm here for you, man.
That's not going anywhere, buddy.
We're here, man.
I gotta watch that statue around you.
So Carl, thanks for joining, man. He can't let go of XM Sentinel Dial. That's the first statue he PO'd when he finally had a job.
There we go, Carl.
It happens. It happens.
What I can't let go, or what I can.
Either or.
I probably could get rid of the Black Panther with Storm. It's a beautiful statue, but that's probably one I would let go first before anything else. Something that I can't let go would be the Silver Surfer or my Sentinel piece, for sure.
So Freddie, you got some chances there with that Weapon X, because he said he wouldn't.
It's not going anywhere.
that Magneto, man, on Throne, that one looking good, man. So that one you can let that go at some point.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I got another one coming in.
Oh, shoot. All right.
What about you, Freddie?
Well, what I can let go, the number one right now is Gal Gadot. She's always expendable. I get any other shorties, man. I ain't worried about her. Yeah, Gal can go. That's easy.
And all your little dolls, right? Your little 1/6 dolls.
Yeah,
right?
well, dude, man, thanks to y'all pulling me in the statue and then the custom world, dude. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, all of that's dwindling. Look, if it's behind, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 1/6 one was it? No, yeah, 6 series Maji cases. Believe it or not, if I still had all of my 1/6, that all 8 of those cases would have been practically filled. But they're not because I had to sell half of them thanks to you guys. Actually, more than half. I think I sold 3/4 of my 1/6 collection. So yeah, those almost all of those can go, except Back to the Future. That one I will keep because no one's doing statues for. I'm not counting Iron Studios. I'm not counting that $2,000 for a whole dio. Nah. So yeah, Back to the Future I'll keep. I'm not getting rid of those. What I won't let go, I'd say the Alita that I have not unboxed yet. That's not going anywhere.
What, you got something you haven't unboxed yet? What up, Figure Con?
Yeah, man.
I can't believe you haven't unboxed it yet. Yes. I love it. He's waiting. I'm waiting too, man.
Everybody's waiting. It's like a conundrum. It's like, man, why haven't you unboxed? Dude, because my excuse before was I was waiting on Maji case. I finally got it, and then still ain't unboxed it. I don't know.
You know, it might be easier to get rid of it if you haven't unboxed it yet.
No,
that's true. That's true.
No.
You know,
no.
That's what I did with that. That's what I did with Maestro. I got rid of that one without unboxing it.
If I can't unbox it, no one will. She's mine.
I got a good friend that's in Canada, and he's got like 300 statues in storage that haven't opened yet because his apartment's too small to open any. And I'm like, well, why do you keep buying them? He's like, just so I know I have them. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, but I did that for the longest time. I didn't have any space, you know, and all this stuff. And finally, I got some space. Now I'm like kind of pulling them out the shelves and putting them in. But I finally have all my pieces displayed. The other ones aren't my pieces, so I just kind of leave them there for that. But for me, honestly, man, they're all so great. But if man,
do not say Superman or Batman. Don't get rid of those pieces, man.
I mean, if I had to, I probably would. But the two, maybe three, I will not ever get rid of is obviously the SS Logan was one of my first piece. The custom Thor I got back there, you can see it behind Hulk, is one of my favorites. But it was also a part of a friend of ours that passed away that was part of the commissioning of that. So I'd keep that just kind of in memory. But in my opinion, it's the best Thor. I love that Thor to death. And then my Red Hulk. I don't think I can let go of those three pieces. I know they kind of don't mesh in terms of a line of collecting, but I wouldn't get rid of those three. I think everything else could go. You know, Cyclops, Psylocke. That X-23 is really hard to let go because I know a lot of people want it. It's that X-23 I have is the same company that produced this Hulk. Just so people know, I'm not going to say any names, but they're part of the same company. That's why it came out so well. But yeah, man, I think those are it. I mean, I love my 1/3s, but I'm starting to get to a point. It's like, do I continue my 1/3 line? I'm still waiting on a Green Lantern. It's been taking forever to come, and I don't even know if it's going to come back anymore. Let's see. FigureCon said Hulk looks beefy. Congrats. Thank you very much, man. It's an awesome piece in person. Let's see here. Stanley, would you let your Black Widow go? Yeah, I'd let the Black Widow go. She's sexy as hell, but what Black Widow isn't, right? I think with Black Widow, you really got to nail the portrait. I've seen some Black Widows that the body's great, but the portrait's kind of, you know, everything butterface. So.
Yo, you showed me that custom the other day. If we could find that, I want that one. The one that looks like Scarlet.
The one I showed you. Yeah, the 1/6. That was a 1/6. So yeah, that was
that looks great though, man. That's the best I've seen. If you find that and I guess somehow you come into it and I could get in on that, man.
I will. I'm still looking into it. I did save it. I think I saved it. If not, I can find it again. But I believe you guys were right. I think it was a one-off. It was a 1/6. The original portrait was terrible. It wasn't as good. Didn't look like Scarlett Johansson at all. But this person, whoever it was, ended up doing their own Scarlett portrait, and they did the rooted hair. You could tell the rooted hair didn't look as well as J&D's, but he did it good enough to where you see it from far, you're like, holy crap, that thing's badass. I wish it was a quarter scale, but that's a 1/6 figure.
That'd be perfect.
Thanks a lot, Battle Cat. So and with pieces like that, Freddie, it's like those are like the real keepers, right? If you had that, I'm pretty sure you would not sell that piece.
Nope, not at all.
I feel the same way with that 1/6 Michelle Pfeiffer Jazz Inc. I can't wait to get it in my hands because I don't think I'd ever get rid of that piece. And I got the deluxe, so I got both of them.
Never. Yep, same.
Yeah, so that thing is extremely extremely beautiful. I talked to the sculptor that actually did that Jazz Inc. a little bit, just to kind of congratulate him on how well it came off. Marco's backed out a little bit. He's having issues with his laptop. He's gonna jump right back in for those that are wondering where the hell our boy went. There are some things I want to talk about. Let me just kind of scroll in here real quick. Let me jump on some stuff. So excuse me. I got a lot of people messaging me, so I'm just trying to. We're going to. First of all, hopefully everybody did enjoy this live unboxing and checking them out. If you guys tuning in now, check out the close-ups. So just rewind, check out the close-ups. Very, very detailed. I'm going to go ahead and share this here. This is my artist of the week. I like to do artist of the week every week. And he's one of my boys from Brazil, actually. So let me click that. Let me share it. Right there, Rafael Arbeiro. So if you guys don't know him, can you guys see it? Let me go here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Rafael, man, super talented. His Juggernaut's one of the newer pieces that he's sculpted so far. That Logan right there, we talked about that in the past. Let me scroll a little. Let me click over here. So this store right here is the one I have in stock. And to me, it's like literally the best store. I am extremely happy with. So let's scroll. Let's take a look at Rafael's art a bit here. If you guys want me to zoom in, or you want me to see, or if you want to see a different picture, let me know. So Jared, you've seen this one before, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of this Thor? I think to me it's perfect, but everybody has their own opinions with the art, right?
Yeah, like when they first showed this, I was thinking about picking it up. The commissioner of this project died.
Yeah.
And some other people picked it up, but it's a really realistic take on Thor. The cape looks like it's fabric, but it's not. It's sculpted, and it's a dope Thor for sure.
It's got a bunch of switch out arms too. The cape is like one of the best I've seen in a long time when it comes to custom pieces. But he does have a bunch of swap outs. Sorry, my computer lagging a little bit. He's got I think 4 different portraits. I don't know if Raphael put all of their portraits on there. So let me scroll a little bit more.
I thought it was fabric, the cape, but then when you mention it and I look at it, it makes
It's
great. That's great.
There's one of them.
Ooh, I like.
You see that?
Yeah, I really like that.
So he's got Stormbreaker, and he looks like he's got Leviathan on the other hand, from God of War. That's what that looks like.
All right, I'd want the hammer in one, and then the other weapon in the other one.
Then this is a clear version, and he's got the was it Devastator arm?
Devastator, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got that Devastator arm there.
It's a really good statue.
It's freaking amazing. It's great in person. So you got the half-broken statue of Loki right here. Unfortunately, because the commissioner passed, I know when I talked to him before, he was going to do a Loki that was a proximity piece of this, and he'd have the Thor, the same style base, so they kind of go together. The details on the chain here, he's got that. What's that emblem there, Marcos, from Berserk?
Oh, the God Hand. Oh my God, not God Hand. It's the. Oh my God, I'm a bad Berserk fan. I just read this too.
That's to keep him trapped.
So the demons are will always haunt them. the mark of my gosh, someone in the comment section saved me. Mark of something. Oh, gosh, let me look it up. I'm a bad Berserk fan.
So and I know we talked about this this Logan in the past. It was getting real close from what I was told to being produced, but it didn't have enough
Backers.
backers. But I think there's still somebody out there that wants to produce it. So if you guys are interested, let me know. Send me a message, and I'll see what I can find out for you. I think this piece needs to be done. This is probably one of the better Logans I've seen.
He's jacked.
Yeah, he's very jacked, and he's like sitting at the bar, and I think this would go great with this Hulk I got here. He's just sitting there waiting for Hulk to attack him because it's a bar step, right? So
Hulk
that could work.
Or Deadpool coming to grab him through time, saying,
"Oh
"Please
yeah,
come
that's
with
right."
me."
Comic accurate, Wolverine, right? Height size. Comic accurate.
Yeah, comic. Yeah, 5'3". Yeah, comic accurate. Super great work, man. I mean, Raphael is extremely talented. For those that are interested, I mean, his art, all his information's here on his artist station, so you guys go check him out. Let's take some more look. I love this Leonidas he did as well. I don't think this ever got made, but I think it was just so well done.
Snyder right here, huh?
Snyder all the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. Was that 300? I love that freaking movie.
Yeah,
It's fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's a brand of sacrifice. My gosh, for the guts mark on his neck.
Right. There you go.
Good old Snap.
I don't know.
Decent films, man. This is where he wasn't too big in his own head. This is where he understood where strengths and
I just want some good battles, man. Just show me some good battles.
Yeah, man. He can always do good battles. He makes everything look pretty.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
No, and he's done a lot of work. So you guys probably seen some of these pieces out in the wild. The demon right here, and here's a classic.
I've seen the Nightwing.
Yeah, check out. I mean, if you guys are old school like me, I played this game to death.
Same, man.
Okay, Earthworm Jim. If you guys don't know, look how detailed he did Earthworm Jim. I would never thought that he would look this good. If you haven't played the game, you got to play the game, man. It's just like one of the top classics ever to play was Earthworm Jim.
I would.
Jarhead, you ever played Earthworm Jim, Jarhead? I know we were around the same age.
Oh yeah, I did. I remember it thoroughly. Yeah, and then they had a cartoon later too.
Yeah, I watched that
too. Yeah, they did. But extremely talented. I don't know if anybody picked up this Earthworm Jim to do a quarter scale. I would love to have this piece of the quarter scale. Look at the three portraits. I would love to see too if when he pulls his own head out of his body and uses it as a whip on his hand. That would have been a cool swap out.
Oh, I love I remember when I first seen that. I was like, dude, this guy's actual. I hear you, figure. Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah. I might even message him and ask him if anybody picked this up to make. Do you guys think this would be one of those sellouts? You think they would be able to sell this piece out?
I think so. Yes.
I know a couple people that want it.
Yeah, good.
Yes.
20.
I would want it.
I would want that Leonidas.
That Leonidas is tight. You got God Thor here too. Odin.
I've seen the Odin. I've seen the Nightwing. I've seen the Juggernaut.
Odin's getting made right now.
It's getting made. Yeah. It is getting made. I love this Red Sonja too. I think he made her very, very beautiful. I love the details on her.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love her face. Yeah.
I dig the armor a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The armor's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. See, this is how I want my babies, man.
Let's see it here. Yeah, he did an excellent job. Look at the paint job on that skin, man.
Don't judge me too much. What is she in again?
Conan?
You're already being judged.
He's already being judged.
Man, I forgot. All right.
Yeah, this is really good. I love the fact that it's museum. I like this museum. I love the hair flow on it. I like the way they did the skin. Whoever painted this did a great job because this looks like an actual print.
Yeah, this is perfection. If they could actually print this out, like do this. Like, man, this is good. I really like this. I really
And
like it.
Trigger Kong, you are speaking my language, man. I wish PCS can do a Jim Carrey mask statue with a bunch of switch outs and portraits. That'd be fucking amazing. I would definitely be very interested in that, man.
Look at the detail. Look at the detail in that armor.
Yeah, and the thing is, her body is not overbearing too, man. It's just she has just a nice athletic body.
Yeah,
It does kind
armor.
of have a dude butt, though. I'll give her that. Maybe you guys make it a little bit more plump, you know?
Come on, nah, that's all right, man.
God damn it, Marcos! Really, you had to go there, Marcos?
I had it, man. It was right in our face. You kept going up and down right there, man. It's impossible.
Nah, that looks good right there.
Again,
That looks good right there.
Marcos, why? How would you know what a dude's butt look like? Seriously?
I look at mine every day. Oh my gosh.
Nah, for her size, what they're going for, this looks good.
Yeah, no, I think it works well with her, based off her ethnicity as well. I think the proportions are really, really good. I like the fact that she doesn't have that like bodybuilder musculature on her abs and stuff. Like she, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just athletic. Yeah, just that looks nice. The armor's perfection. Yeah, it looks good, man.
I'm gonna have to message this guy about this piece. I gotta know if there's an STL out there or something, or what he did with it, because she's so gorgeous.
I like that Panthro too, man. That Panther look good. Now, a lot of these haven't been made. The Panther, a lot of the Thundercats, a lot of these haven't been made, right?
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't believe so. I mean, we know when we look at a certain one, they were made. But I think, yeah, this was tight. He kind of gave me a Vin Diesel vibe right there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the realistic. Except for Mortal Kombat, though.
I can see him saying family.
Family.
Man,
straight up family.
Burns down all of LA or some shit, and he's like, it was all for family, though.
It was all for family.
Oh, with that said, wait, I know a Voltron movie's coming out. Is there a Thundercats movie coming out or no? I know Voltron's confirmed. I don't know about no Thundercats. I know there's like online teasers of it, but I don't think there's actually a Thundercat piece coming out. Okay, only Voltron was confirmed recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. His Liu Kane's pretty tight too. He did Lord Kane here. He's got the God of War.
Oh,
he's got Nightcrawler, huh?
Yeah, this Nightcrawler's pretty dope.
Oh, he's got a little Gohan too, like Piccolo Gohan.
Let's take a look real quick at Nightcrawler. Like extremely detailed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of these look familiar. I don't know if they made it. I like the whole, the ship.
I've seen this one at least rendered on Facebook. I don't think it's up for order though. I've seen it though.
No, it's old. It's been out for a while. It's
okay, cool. Yeah,
it's already come out, shipped like a couple years ago.
Okay.
I thought I've seen it somewhere for sure.
That Ultraman, I really dig that Ultraman. I think.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. That looks nice.
Kratos.
That Aang looks good.
Let's go. Yeah, right here. Yeah, Avatar.
That Logan on horse is dope.
Can you go to that
one? You want to go on Aang?
Yeah, I've never seen really anybody do Aang, so it's like an adult version.
Yeah.
Super like Asian too.
I don't know if he finished this. It only looks like a maybe like a half bust.
It looks like a human or like a artist's interpretation of like how he would look as a human, which is not a bad idea.
No, it looks good, but I don't think people would want to collect that particular piece. Everybody wants him as a kid, right?
Click on that forearm up there. I don't forget Colin was asking about it. The red
forearm? Yeah. Just let me know if you guys want to see something. I'll click on it. We'll dissect it.
This looks good, man.
Forearm looks tight, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yoked.
Crap.
Man, I forgot about this whole show, man.
Yeah, I used to watch it with my little brother, man. He loved this.
Yeah.
He made a bunch of the characters.
That's cool.
Yeah, he did. There's a group picture of it. I'll grab it. There you go. There's some more of the body there. But that's all he's showing. I don't know if people pick these up. I gotta ask them. I'll chat with them a little bit. We're fellow Brazilians. We'll speak the Portuguese and talk a little. But let's go here with
that Ultraman.
Yeah, hold on. I'll go here with the group. Here's some
Oh
other
my
the
gosh.
characters.
Nice.
Yeah, I see. Because I love stuff that really hasn't been done.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't, I don't know if there's customs out there, but this looks good, man. This looks good.
Let's see. You said which one you want?
Ultraman under Superman.
Yeah, there. No, down.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, no.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was produced by
Kinetic.
as an anime group. Was it Kinetics or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that. I've seen this.
Damn, Bush.
Yeah, I remember when this was at the show. I think a year and a half ago. Yeah,
It's all right.
Kinetic.
Like,
Yeah,
I think the sculpt is good and everything. I just think I don't think Connecticut's did a great job on paint and everything. That's just my opinion, though. I'm not a big fan of this IP though, so I'm not like too invested in it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not invested.
I love the show. I love the
I love it.
the comic books. Like,
Mhm.
I should
I'm thinking
get
about
into
picking
this.
this up.
I heard it's good.
Really, Jarhead. Okay.
yeah, I love the show's great and everything, but I mean, I think the colors match. If you're going based off the show, it just depends on where they're going based off of, right? If they're going based off the comic or the show, that's why it's so vibrant and colorful.
Yeah.
Because I had Kinetics Mai, and she was kind of colorful too. I did an unboxing on Paint Collectible. Shout out to Toshi with that piece. So, but no, Raphael's. I mean, this guy knocks it out of the park, man. Honestly, he does an
They
extremely
need to
amazing
pump out the Invincible animated series out, man. They going too
It's
slow.
coming back soon.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Go to that Gohan real quick. I want to see what he did with the anime piece.
Mhm.
Yeah, man, I'm actually kind of surprised of how well he busted out that. Man, Gohan is ripped.
I'm about to say he's kind of too jacked on his arms, at least. It looks good though. Everything else looks good. It just he looks a little too yokey.
Yeah, it's not even adult Gohan. I mean, it's like his head's kid Gohan, but his arms are like adult Gohan.
Dude, they look like Goku's arms, dude. Dude's on a fucking steroid plan right now. I like it.
Yeah, I don't even think adult Gohan has arms like that, dude. Like, honestly, I mean,
he's kind of adult Gohan's kind of a wash, like, prodigy.
yeah, he had a lot of potential. What's that like? Is that his new form? I think Gohan had a new beast mode or something like that.
That's the super stuff, yeah.
Yeah. The base is pretty cool. I like how that energy flows around it.
Cypher says it's adult Gohan.
Nah, it's
no way. Holy.
Yeah, it's when he fights Cell. Yeah.
I think he has. This is where he fights Cell. He's still a teenager. I think this is like his arms bigger than the Hulk I got right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some beefy arms.
Oh, he's
Cypher
saying
says
it's
from the new movie.
Yeah, I don't. Which movie is that?
I don't think.
Yeah, it's oh god, what's the name of that movie? It's the newest one that came out.
11
Oh
says
my
from Dragon Balls. Oh, go on. I don't remember what the last movie was.
It's Gohan and Piccolo fight these new androids, and then Cell comes back as an android, and he's like, and then Piccolo and Gohan get like a super boost. So right now, Piccolo and Gohan are like at the same level as Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku.
He is he's like a teenager, like not like a preteen. He's like a teenager in that. I just saw. I'm not a big Dragon Ball Z fan, like the new stuff at least. I love Dragon Ball Z, but not the Super and all that.
Well, no, the new movie he already has Pan. Pan gets kidnapped, so he's an adult. He's got.
That's what I was saying. Like that's what I was saying. I just saw in the movie he was like an adult kind of.
Yeah, he's an adult. So this Kang's pretty cool too. I think it's one of the first times I see this one, but this one looks good. Looks like the actor.
It is. Rest in peace for that storyline. My gosh, they gave
Yeah.
up on that.
Let's see. This is a pretty dope piece if you guys are into Kang. Probably needs a little bit more work, but yeah, man. It's extremely talented. So I believe this Juggernaut is his newest one right now that he's done. I don't know if anybody's picked this piece up or not. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, if there's anything you guys are interested or you want me to chat with him about, maybe because he did another Juggernaut. He's got two Juggernauts.
Can I see Ojimbo real quick? Ojimbo?
Which one?
Yo, Jimbo. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
TMNT, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see that real quick. Did this come out already?
This one right here? You want to see this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimbo. Was this? Did he do this? I have a feeling he.
Piggy has
did.
this on order.
Yeah. Okay. Because I remember seeing it somewhere.
Yeah,
I
Piggy.
remember if it was on your show, Joe, or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks good, man.
I almost picked up the comic today, Freddie.
Oh yeah, nice.
Mm-hmm. Almost did. I've read it. I just need a. I thought I just wanted a hardcover copy.
I love that bass, man. That bass is really good.
Yeah, this is
I
nice.
really love it. Yeah. All right, go here. Well, there you have it, guys. This is the artist of the week. I'm super happy to talk about him, bring him up. Extremely talented. For those that are interested in having a piece commissioned and stuff, talk to this guy, man, or even just private work. Something if you're an STL guy and you want to have something high quality print like that Red Sonja, you got the information here. I'll do my best to put his artist station on the description below, so check that out. I didn't even see. I was on a different page, so I haven't been seeing everybody here. Cypher, thanks for joining. I know you've been on for a minute there, but super, super cool person to talk to. Really down to earth. Let me switch over here a little bit. I want to talk about this piece as well. A good friend of ours asked me to talk about this, and I want to know what Jarhead thinks, because Jarhead, and now Freddie, you're dabbing into the custom too, so I can't wait for you to get your first custom piece. But this Wolverine right here, I really wanted to talk about. Well, let's go screen share, and there we go. So, what do you guys think of this new Wolverine that's been hitting the streams lately? Jarhead, go ahead. You're the custom guy. I want to know what you're feeling.
This is printed, right? Is it print?
No,
it's not. It's not an ATL file.
Nope.
Really, I like it a lot. I like the pose. It reminds me of kind of a Wolverine versus Wendigo, like the pose.
Yeah.
Very similar, very same build. If this is getting made, I want it. So direct me into
it potentially is getting made if there's enough backing. For those that want information, hit me up. I'll guide you to the right direction. This is the only teaser they sent me. There's more pictures, but it's pretty much the same picture. Yeah. So I was like, well, I'm just going to show this one picture because they're all the same.
I'm not usually a big fan of the mutton chops, but they did a really good job here. Because I don't like like they never do a really good job of them like sticking out of the mask.
Yeah,
but here it looks really, really good. I love his build. So I need this era where he's in Japan. So this is kind of right up my alley, because you can see like the Japanese like stuff on the ground and the arrows and everything. So I've been looking for something to buy with him in this era, so I'm definitely interested in this piece.
Yeah, I agree with you with the mutton chops thing. I haven't found one. I was gonna get the XM piece because I'm doing my X-Force line, so I got most of everybody in the X-Force color, Colossus, Psylocke 23, and I wanted X-Force Wolverine, but the mutton chops just look so bad on that XM Studios piece that I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna pick up the piece unless it drops in my hand really cheap. Then I'll be a sucker and just get it. Marcos, what do you think of this Wolverine, man?
It's good, man. Obviously, it's like that scene where he's fighting obviously the ninjas, right? I've seen a custom piece already that I think, from what I've seen, it looks a little bit better than this because it has the ninjas on the base he's just killed, like the arrows in his back. I forgot what company did it, but. I'll take that one over this, but the anatomy looks good. The mutton chops, that's not really my Wolverine, though. That's not my portrait. Hopefully there's some extra portraits on this. But overall, if you need, looks like a good solid start for sure. Just got to see more, too. We haven't seen anything painted. Obviously, that helps a lot.
No.
So, yeah.
Freddie?
Yeah, I like it. It's nice. I like the arrows through him, man. I don't know if this is the one that Jared was talking about. I can't remember. There was one with he was on top of ninjas.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is that the one? Oh yeah, that's the one with that. Yeah, same vibe. I like that.
There's a few of those like that.
Yeah.
There's a X-Force variant. There's one where he's another one where he's in a yellow suit on top of like a Asian like a Japanese like roof. There's a few where he's fighting ninjas. There's a new one coming out from the same group you bought that Hulk from. William, they have one coming. But I dig this sculpt on this Wolverine a lot. So
yeah. And remember, I spoke earlier about finding a Wolverine that really grasps me. I think this could potentially be the one. The sculpt work on it. I actually was speaking to the artist that did this piece and just chatting with him a little bit. Really nice guy as well. Did a great job. I was looking at some of his other pieces. He doesn't have an artist station. He's got a Facebook, and you can find all his stuff there. But pretty damn solid sculptor for sure. I'm not sure if this is going to have the variants because this looks like brown suit. If you look at the uniform,
definitely brown suit. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Because he fights the ninjas in the brown suit. If they could do an X-Force version with this, I would like that. Storytelling wise, I don't care. I just need an X-Force Wolverine. I do feel that it's dope with the arrows, but I would like to see if there's a version without the arrows. Not so much. Because sometimes you want to just display them clean, and I get a little iffy when it comes to small pieces like that with shipping. I hate to break an arrow. I did that. What was that piece I did? Aphrodite. Aphrodite had those little tiny sticks, and I'm like, man, I hope I don't break one. You got to kind of play with them and put them in there. So I get a little concerned with the arrows, but I do have one of those Wolverines you're talking about coming in the mail, where he's sitting on a bunch of dead ninjas, and he's got one ninja and his its head on his claws. And you can swap out several heads and stuff. So I'll be doing an unboxing of that one too.
As I'm processing the statue, and I was thinking about it, Wolverine goes up against a bunch of people and stuff. Wolverine, Deadpool, Wolverine, Hulk, Wolverine,
Omega.
But I was thinking about the pieces because I had brought that. I was like, I think I like Wolverine. Facing ninjas, because I don't know, because even with the arrows, it's just like, oh, I like that, because I love ninjas, I love karate, kung fu, and all this other stuff. And I there was a movie I saw, I think it was an animated one where he's like in, I think they even did that in the movie too, but when he was in feudal Japan, I love that. The movie was bad.
The Wolverine. The Wolverine.
The movie was bad, but there was something about he's in feudal Japan, he's fighting ninjas. I'm like, yo, let's go. So I think, because I guess I was processing, and I was like, but why do I like? I like Wolverine fighting like ninjas and stuff like that, and him being dropped in feudal Japan and doing all this other stuff, and the backstories with him and that girl. I love it. So I think that's what I like.
That's when he fights a Silver Samurai.
Yeah, that's where it gets off the rails.
Yes.
The movie actually up to that point was pretty good. It did that big old stupid Hollywood Silver Samurai they had to do for no reason. Like how they made him, a big old fucking mecha monster, basically.
Yeah, they made. Well, I mean, I'll send a picture. I got a poster in my garage. Actually, I don't think it'll fit here, but it's Wolverine versus Silver Samurai, and Silver Samurai looks pretty big against. Look, honestly, everybody looks big against Wolverine. He's 5'3". Okay, he's not huge, active. So no matter who you put in front of him, they're gonna be massive. Hell, I stand next to him, I'll be massive. I'll be like, damn, William's hella big. It's like,
You know what I'm saying though? With that he's like a mecha monster. He holds that old dude. I forgot his name. It gets a mess at that point. But 75% of that movie actually was pretty good. Especially that training fight scene. That was awesome. That was a good scene.
It's just so funny, man. They shot this dude up with. I'm like, come on, man. You really think the arrow's going? He's like, come on, man. It's hers, but come on, man.
Another funny thing with Wolverines when they make him PG-13 is he's chopping all these dudes up with no blood. It's funny though.
That's like Superman and Batman killing people in Zack Snyder's version, right?
We're not getting into that right now, but we all know Zack Snyder does not understand anything about this.
So yeah, for those that are watching that are interested in this piece, just send me a message, subscribe, join ASV on Facebook. I put a lot of stuff there. I try to update stuff. If you don't see it with me, you'll see it with Jarhead Custom Produced. They update all this custom stuff. Well, it's custom produced, so obviously they're gonna have custom pieces on there, right? So, but I'll send the info to you, Jarhead. You can post it on your page as well. That way,
I'm interested in this piece.
Yeah. So if you're interested, if you're interested, I'll send you to the right direction. There's always a chain. There's always a chain. It's not like directly to one person. It's like a chain to follow. It's custom's very difficult. But yeah, awesome piece. Congratulations to the commissioner that wants to make this, that has this file, and congratulations to the artist, man. You really knocked it out of the park. I'm hoping that I can get some more detailed information, some close-ups, maybe some colored renders. Maybe it's not at the render stage yet, so I can show you guys next week. So we'll see. Let's hope that's the case with this Wolverine.
This really reminds me of the Wolverine versus Wendigo statue, and that's like my favorite Wolverine statue. So
yeah, where he's standing over him.
Yeah,
it's very similar. It's very similar to that piece. Another piece I want to talk about for everybody. Oh, and here's for those that are interested, here's the information actually to this. So I'm gonna leave it on the screen so you guys can read it. Right there, there's a sculptor, Avi AY sculptor, and there's all the information for the Wolverine. So if you're curious about scale, price, the requirements, this is what they're requiring. So now you guys know it's up here. So what do you think, Jarhead? Is this worth it?
Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna get a kit and get it custom painted.
That would be a very good idea. So you're looking at that quarter scale Wolverine at a kit at $650, plus $100 deposit just to get the project started. So there's the info there for you guys. So yeah, let me go ahead and switch this over. I want to talk about this piece here real quick. I'm gonna put the portrait up first. You guys let me know what you think. Marcos, who do you think that is? Just two portraits.
Let me see the other portrait. I want to say Lois Lane for no reason, but maybe Donna Troy. I don't know.
Oh, you nailed it!
Really?
You just smelled a fart.
That is Donna Troy. This is. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the piece here. This is the actual prototype for this piece, and I know I've talked about it on the show in the past. This is the same group that is doing that Supergirl we talked about in depth last week. You guys know which one, Jarhead? Yeah. So same company, same group. Let me kind of zoom in here on the suit. She has two variants. Obviously, this black variant, and then she has this red variant right here, which I kind of like that picture right there.
I don't know anything. She's Wonder Woman, like in her universe, right? Donna Troy.
No, she's
another Amazonian.
Yeah, she's another Amazon with Wonder Woman.
Like she's in the universe of Wonder Woman, basically. Like she's like
yeah.
She's a Teen Titan, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, on the show,
yeah.
So here's an extra stand for both of them. So if you were to, since they have two portraits, they come with this little kind of Wonder Woman emblem stand. I mean, they're all Amazonians. They all have this kind of armor, right?
Yeah, Greek.
I know they canceled the show, but I really like Titans. That came on I think it was in Max or HBO.
Oh, the live action one.
Yeah, and the actress who played Donna Troy, I really liked her a lot.
I love Deathstroke in that show.
Oh, dude, Deathstroke was so good.
Oh man, I hope they do something like that in the new James Gunn, like make him hardcore, man. Like, yeah, he was good.
We'll just make him Nightwing in a universe finally. My gosh, dude.
I think he will.
His plan is to do the what's called, like, when Batman had Damian Wayne as his son. Like that's like the Grant Morrison run.
I love Damian Wayne as a character, man. He's
me too.
He cracks me up.
I like the concept of him, but they did a horrible job introducing him in the comics. Like an absolute horrific job. Whoever wrote him just did not know what they're doing. But I like the concept of him, like everything, like what he stands about. He's
like,
gotten better.
As far as like the extra Bat family, him and Red Hood are my favorite like characters out of.
Oh yeah, you like those troublemakers? I see.
Yeah.
That guy. That's what he likes.
Look, you could tell the personality of each person based off the characters they like, because I also like Damien. I just something about that little punk that I really like about him. And Marcos is like, I like Tim Drake, the goody two shoe guy.
That's my guy. Hold on, my bad. That's my guy right there. That's him.
I'll give Nightwing the half and half, but I know you said you want a really good Tim Drake, a 1/3 Tim Drake, so that's why I brought that up.
He was such a horrible Robin. They had to make him to a different character.
Yeah, exactly. Robin sucks so bad.
Whoa.
I'm like, man, these dudes, Damien, Red Hood, these guys don't listen, man. I'm just like, I'm like, I'm reading the story, Three Jokers, and a Red Hood, he's part of the team, but not, he's like he's a vigilante, right? He does his own thing or whatever. And I'm like, they caught one of the Three Jokers, had this dude hostage, was like, Batman is like, yo, just keep him here, man, till I get back. You know what Red Hood does, man? He pops him. I'm like, come on, dude. I'm like, what did that man say?
That man,
what
Joker
did he
was
say?
talking that shit, though. He was like,
what did he say?
He's like basically saying, like, remember when we were in that, like, that storage area?
And
like,
the thing was,
yeah. So
and the thing was, Marcos, Batgirl was with Red Hood because they were supposed to be watching that Joker, and Batgirl actually tried to stop him, but then Red Hood popped that Joker anyway because there's three, so one of them could be fake.
Remember in the scene, he was using stun bullets, and then he switched it to real bullets right there and he shot him.
Yeah. So and then Batgirl basically threw a batarang to try to stop him, but then she started crying. Was like, "Why did you do that?" And then this is Red Hood. Red Hood is like, "Come on, we all know you don't miss." Because in one of the scenes, in one of the panels, they showed the batarang as she was basically trying to stop the bullet, but the batarang ended up in the wall. Red Hood looked at her, was like, you wanted me to kill him too. You didn't want me to miss.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Pretending to stop me, because they both had horrific incidences with the Joker.
Yeah.
And
what he said, Freddie, was like, "You've never missed on your batarangs ever." Like,
basically, right? Because and then with that comic, they did, it was beautifully told. They actually showed they did it because we know the trauma, right? What happened with Joker and Batgirl hit. So if you haven't read it, I know I ruined one thing, but it wasn't really
it's been out
story.
It's a spoiler. Yeah,
I know, but it's a very good story. It's a very good story. But my point is, Red Hood, Damien, these guys don't listen. They just do their own thing, man. Like,
remember with Alfred's death, this happened a couple years ago. Like, everybody's like, "Don't come into Gotham. We will kill Alfred." What does Damien do? Come into Gotham, gets caught instantly, and then
I love them. I love them though, man. They're great characters.
Yeah, they're flawed characters. That's what makes them good characters.
I think I like Damien the most. Maybe it's just because his grandfather and how he grew up and how cocky he is at like 10 years old. And then he's still a badass, even though he still gets whooped, by Nightwing and everybody else. But he's still, for his age, doing what he's doing. He's a badass. Yeah,
he's the best trained at that age for sure. Out of all.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
He's mentally like a retard. Like, he actually kind of is like a stupid idiot.
I mean, you were raised by the League of Assassins, literally raised by League of Assassins. I mean, you're gonna.
Yeah, I don't think they did much book studying. I think it's just more. Stealth and killing in terms of that. Stanley said Tim Drake seems boring.
No,
he's
actually good. He's actually very good.
Is it Tim Drake? The only thing Tim Drake's got is just he's like a real super detective, like the best, right? Even Batman acknowledged it. Yeah. But Batman acknowledged it too. He's like, he's the better detective.
I will give it to Tim Drake, because Tim Drake did try to hold down the mantle of Batman for a small time being, because it was, super brief. That's because Dick Grayson didn't want to do it, but then he eventually took it on or whatever. But he did take initiative. Was like, you don't want to be Batman? I'll be Batman, and he didn't do a good job. And so, I'm not going to ruin that story too, but.
But the thing with Tim Drake, the only thing that hurts him as a character, it's mainly the writer's fault. They haven't been able to make him a solo hero yet.
Because he's whack.
No, they can do it. They just got to do it right. Now they made him bisexual out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
So, I'm not against it. Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying that. Like, that's another thing we're going back. Like, they're just doing stuff for no reason.
Tim Drake is no Dick Grayson. We don't always need solo. Sometimes you got to be good at being number two.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's a good sidekick. That was my whole point. He's actually just a good sidekick.
Okay.
So that's the thing, and people think he's boring. He's just a natural sidekick. That's all it is. Which I think a good writer could make him a solo hero, but DC
I don't
has
think.
some horrible-
I hope
DC
nobody
has
does, to
some-
be honest. Like,
DC has some horrible writers right now. They don't know what they're doing. But they've rebooted like 4 times. I feel like in the last 6 years. So
I think it would be extremely difficult to do just a Tim Drake comic line. There's got to be something really, really behind it for them to really make it successful. But I don't think so, man. Batman, no pun intended, but Batman has cast a big shadow for anybody that's in the DC that's part of the Bat family. Batgirl and all them. Yeah, they're great and all that stuff. But when you start doing solo issues of them, it just doesn't hit right like Batman.
Yeah, Nightwing's the only one, man. I did like that series, Marcos. The one Grayson, where he was a detective. He gave it all up, and I liked it.
There's a good scene in that when he's like in the desert. Like he's in the desert, like surviving. And what's his name is next to him? KG Beast. And he's like,
it was basically Mission Impossible. Basically,
Yeah.
it was just basically him, just like a James Bondish, just going around doing missions.
Right after that, DC does what DC does. They make him Rick Grayson, which is the stupidest thing of all time. My gosh, that's not good.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think. I think the Shadow's just casted too big. I don't think they could do anything that would outsell any sales of Batman based off the Batman universe. But here's one I also want to talk about. This one's for Freddy. I got 2 for Freddy here. We're gonna pop that in. Where is it? Right there. Nope, that's me. Right there.
Oh,
I love this custom piece,
that is
man.
hot.
This custom Ronin, man, is so freaking good.
There's 2 different versions, right?
No, I don't. I just saw this last week. I haven't really been following too much because I've been super busy.
This is hot.
But I really, really like it. Let me get close. If you can find other version, let me know. We'll pop it up. But
yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah,
I thought they took inspiration from that PCS piece with like the blue smoke.
I love the bottom of the base.
That's creative. That's creative.
You see the texture on all the leather, the shoulder pads, even the skin. Man, it looks so good in this picture. It's very hard. Let's get a side profile of it.
See, this takes up less footprint than PCS.
Oh,
man.
way less. Let's go in the back right there.
See, stuff like this is appealing to me, man, because I don't have that much space in my small little office right here.
I love this. Check that out, Freddie.
Yeah, I love that.
They're trying to get out of the sewer, basically. Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
Well, it's like their kind of spirit, right? Their spirit's there with them, and they're just
holding them up, holding my brother up.
Yeah.
What you got to do, man? Hold it down.
Freddie, when you're reading this, did you think it was Michelangelo, or did you think it was someone else?
Oh, well, I made sure to read it while it was happening in pop culture because I knew people was just going to ruin it for me. So I actually went issue by issue. I had no idea he was Michelangelo. I was reading it because he's a knucklehead. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had no clue that he was,
Raph?
the last one standing. Right?
Originally, I didn't follow it, and I thought it was Raphael. I thought he was.
We all would have assumed it was Raphael, right?
Yeah,
I did it. I swear to God, I read this way after it was all out, and then I read it, and I didn't get spoiled, thankfully. And I was like, "This has to be Michelangelo," because I thought the good story element would be like the happy-go-lucky guy turned into the Ronin, and it was him. I was like, "Fuck!" I was right.
But you know what? It makes sense. It wouldn't be Raphael because for those who didn't read the comics or watch the movies, he's a hothead. This dude's always the first one to go into everything, and he don't think. And I could see himself just getting caught up, Raphael, in a situation, and just boom, you're dead because you didn't take the time out to plan anything. So I could see him not being the last Ronin.
They're all good at different things, right? So one was the natural born leader, one was a smart one. So
yeah. But you needed Raphael though, because sometimes you taking too long to think. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You need that brute. You need that. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes too.
Yeah.
Mikey's great at eating pizza, like that's what he's great at,
Master of Chucks, man.
Yeah, I know. The worst.
Well, in the last Ronin, he's master of everything because he's got everybody's weapon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was a cool comic, man. A great idea. Awesome.
I haven't read the Lost Years yet. I gotta read that.
I mean, I saw one thing here that would bother me about this piece. I don't know if the commissioner is watching, he's going to see it, is right there. That seam line right there on that peg of the finger here with the spirit.
Yeah. So.
You know, that's the only thing I see there.
I don't think you would
All right.
notice it too much.
I would say, yeah. Did you send it to him? I want to see.
No, it's I'm sharing it. So all you gotta do is add me to the.
This looks great, man. The back is nice.
Yeah, the back is
The
super
weapons.
nice.
Yeah, I like this. Dang it.
You see,
Now I'm interested.
Oh, this is let me add it. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So this is version 2.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's good without the cloak.
Mhm.
Yeah, that looks real good.
That's just straight up
So Robert, is this one so it's gonna be 2 upper torsos, one with a cloak, one without?
He said that in the post that he made that it's either one or the other. It's not a swap out. It's a totally different sculpt. So
Oh wow, I think I like the cloak version better.
He's doing the same thing with his blade statue too that he's got coming.
What's that one?
Yeah, Blade would be a different story. I wouldn't want a cloak with Blade, but I think this piece really kind of gives you the story with the cloak and everything going on.
Well, it's just a Leo statue. It looks like it has
Leo, and he has the
So it makes 0 sense with the base too. So I don't know. I like that one.
Hey, it's a
Leo's my tag too. Leo's my favorite.
No, I like. I've always liked Michelangelo as a kid because I was goofy like that too. But it does. If you do put both swords, yeah. If you put both swords, it does look like it's Leo. So I don't know if I'd want to do that. I want to have swappable weapons.
He's got the blue eye, the mask too. It's Leo, yeah. It just doesn't make sense with that base for me.
Yeah.
I think
just picture one of them as Michelangelo.
The turtles died at different points, so maybe this is him with one Ralph and Donatello.
True.
Was he the third or second to go? I know he went out with what's his name? I'm about to spoil it. But
I try not to spoil the story. I talk about it a lot, even though it's been out. But I try. Not to spoil it.
I mean, honestly, it's already spoiled. We know they all die, right? So
they all die.
Who cares what order it was? Who cares who died first? I think Raphael probably died first. Was it first or second?
Yeah, he was Scotty first, and then Leo.
I think Donatello died with Splinter.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it was.
And then Leo and Casey.
Casey, man, I mean, they need to make a good Casey, dude. That guy, he was one of my favorites too. I
think Ant, his 1/3 line. He said he's gonna do Casey. So
I don't know, man. But my faith in PCS is just like it's really dry. I mean, he's a great guy, but just man, the QC is just so challenging. I like that Punisher. I like that Punisher that PCS is doing, but it's just one of those. I think Robert, you posted PO or not, and your screenshot had like the Punisher and somebody else on there, and I'm like looking at that Punisher, I'm like, man, I want to get it, but PCS, my thing with PCS is like I got to see it in hand in person.
I think LBS is better, and it's already just a render. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Well, what QC issues on what pieces have you seen? I know that Storm had one with the paint job. What other pieces have you seen huge QC issues on?
Well, I've seen I've seen in person. Our boy Michael had two Chung Lees, right? The wedding one with the white dress and the black dress. Yeah. I get there, I look at him in person. He bought both of them, and I found QC issues with both of them, like different QC issues. Right, the paint job was okay, was decent. I think the white Chung Lee, because her dress was a low cut on her breast. They were offset, like her breasts were offset and the dress was the other way. And you could see that big gap, like they glued it wrong, like they glued it in a hurry. So certain things like that. I think something with the hair as well on the black piece. And I'm sorry that I went over there and showed him all these issues because he ended up returning them. I think he ended up buying another white version, but he did return those two because of the QC issues on those particular pieces. I don't know if Michael Reyes. I don't know. I don't know if he's still in the chat. I think he got a PCS one, and there was some issue with that too. I can't remember. It's just too many pieces I've seen in person to remember. But those two,
for sure. I don't know. I just haven't seen too many. Out of the amount of statues that come out, I've seen maybe 3 off the top of my head that had some issues. But as Ant, he's a good owner where he like fixed those issues. So that was
I'm not saying he does, but I think it goes to a point to where it's like I'd rather wait till
for sure. Yeah, I get that.
we'll have it in hand. Yeah, see, so right here's Battle Cat saying that's why he canceled his Jordan life size bust order because QC issues.
And it's Jordan too. So like, just
no, stop. Nah. He's insane. He's insane, Battle Cat. Don't listen to Marcos. Listen to him sometimes, but not all the time. But yeah, I think that's just kind of where it is. Now let's see. What did he say here? He still has seen in production pieces, so that's the case. But picking back off of that, Freddie, because I know you love the turtle stuff. This one popped up today. This is a STL file. This guy actually lives and grew up in a small town in Brazil where I grew up. Actually, my best friend actually works with him, for those that don't know. So I'm going to pop that up.
Brazil.
Right here. Where is it at? Why is it not showing? Sorry
One day
about
I'll go to Brazil. One day.
Oh, add stage. There we go.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Reyes said PCS RoboCop had too many issues as well. So, but yeah, here's a splinter. This one just came up. It is an STL. This one right here, you guys might be able to pick up. But based off of what I'm seeing here and the real estate, this would be a good piece to go with that Ronin piece. To be honest, I think
is that a sheath on his back? Oh, I see the sword on a.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got more pictures.
Okay.
There you go.
Man. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah.
So unfortunately, there's no actually printed pieces painted. I think this is something that just came out new with him. I do like the top of the roof, and I know Freddie, you like that ninja stuff.
Yeah.
So that's the top of one of the roofs. Z's, man, this guy's extremely talented. I was really shocked when I saw this and I was looking into the artist. He's literally from my town. This is a small town. Like it's just a small world that he's in the same area. I love this piece right here where he has all their bandanas right here on his hand.
I love that.
You see all that Easter egg right there?
That's cool.
Yeah. You ain't kill all of them, man. You need to chill.
Maybe they were in a hot spring and he just grabbed them. They were just laying there and he just like, I'll just grab these.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, I want to do eventually I want to get a shredder and I'm gonna put him with the Batman because I ain't see nobody be doing that, man.
Yeah.
Together. I want the Batman.
That would be tight.
Batman versus Shredder. I like that.
Oh my gosh! Hey, Jarhead, remember we're talking about the race swapping thing? Remember the new Turtles? They made him an Asian dude to a white dude. Remember they were gonna do that?
Yeah.
And they had to switch it back. Yeah.
Wait, who? Wait, what? You talking about?
You didn't know that? You know those Michael Bay produced ones, the Turtle movies?
Yeah.
You know the evil white dude that was supposed to be Splinter, but then they got so much shit. They got so much shit, so they reverted back to.
What I'm talking about, man. Please, I'm like, dude, why?
Exactly. That's how we feel about every other one too. Like, why?
No, but that's what I say. Like I said, I'm not against it if done delicately and like it. It's just. I'm not against it, but I'm with you and Rob, right? It's just look, man. If you don't
go all the way and do it.
Yeah, don't. Just come on, man.
Like, who wants to see an Asian dude go to a white dude? Like, let's be real. That's the stupidest thing ever. Like, see, and he was an old white dude. It's that actor. I like him as an actor. He's a good villain in every movie, but like, why? Like, what are we doing here? It's just stupid.
Hey, you know what? Tom Cruise was the last samurai. Okay, it could happen.
That's based off a real story, though. A white dude was integrated in that Japanese little village, and how real that whole story is, I don't know, but it is based off a real white guy. So
and RDJ was a black guy. So
yeah, that is true too.
That's true. I mean, he made that work. Like that was like the best version of a white guy playing a black guy in any movie history. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's a guy playing another guy who's playing
another dude.
Guys, I'm gonna upset some people. That is the first black actor that was ever nominated for a Academy Award that was in a comedy. So, broke records with that one, baby.
Yeah, that was really good. I freaking love that movie. It's so good.
No, it's the best. It's one of the best for sure.
So yeah, I don't know, Freddie. I mean, there's different swap outs for this arm. I like him holding the bandana. There's one where he's not. He's just kind of like got a grip. But yeah, this bandana one, this is a nice touch.
Yeah, I like it. I like the pose. I like it.
For anybody that does purchase the STL from this guy, man, let us know. We would like to see someone paint this. This would be so awesome. I mean, I know people that print, so I could buy the STL, have it printed, and then send it to someone to paint. But man, I don't know. I got to get that turtle. I'm wondering if that Ronin last custom piece, if he's gonna continue. Do you know anything about that Jarhead? If he's gonna do a splinter or a shredder?
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, maybe I gotta send him a message.
He's been doing one-off stuff lately. So he did that dragon. What's that guy?
Yeah,
name?
Savage Dragon, dude. That's
Dragon.
so good too. If you guys ever read the comics, so good.
So he's been doing one-off stuff. So I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did,
Awesome.
did a great job with the armor and especially the helmet. 'Cause I always look at the helmet, like for Shredder. I think he did a good job with the helmet. It's good.
Let's get in there. There's a lot of battle damage in that too.
Yeah.
Man. Very detailed. I think he should have done a little bit more on the skin tone, the eyes and the eyebrows. But it is an STL, and for those people that don't know STLs, man, Patreons, they got to pump these things out fast. They promise like 3 to 4 sculpts a month. So it's not like he's going to sit there and go extremely detailed like most custom groups do. Most custom groups take months and months to sculpt the piece and make sure all the tertiary details are good and all that other good stuff, and then produce it. STL groups, honestly, like just the detail is so good on this piece that you don't see too many STL groups doing this amount of detail. But I do think like the skin, the eyes, and the eyebrows need more of a touch up. But other than that, it's an awesome piece.
I'm all for the which I don't for PCS. I think it's clean, but I'm all for battle damage. I like the wear in the armor. I don't want to say like this has too much, but just overall though, I like the armor has been, battle damage, battle tested.
Yeah. I mean, he's got their bandanas, so obviously he's been fighting them, and it looks like he's got the upper hand because he's took all their bandanas. But still, pretty cool piece, and I'm glad it popped up, man, because I talked about that Ronin, and I'm like, man, this shredder would go great with that piece,
Yeah.
So,
all the mask on his hands too. So.
Yeah, so all the bandana mask on his hand looked really, really good with that piece. So it'll eventually, if it's already released, someone's already got it and painted it. I know a couple of Brazilian painters, they'll probably got their hands on it first, and they'll show it. So if I see any painted, I'll go ahead and post it. So
what would have been cool, and I think with PCS piece, I don't think they did this either, to have another portrait with the mask off, not the helmet, just the mask off, and actually like do a sculpt with that. And I don't think PCS did it with theirs, but that'd be cool to see. Have 2 portraits, have one with the mask off, and then you see the scar and everything. I think that would have been incredible.
Yeah,
they would knock that out the park. Yeah, do that. But.
It's always good to have an extra portrait with portraying and seeing what's going on underneath the mask. Yeah. I think it's a good mix. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what I got for everybody today, man. We're at the 2-hour mark, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this live unboxing and you enjoyed some of the custom pieces and that last Shredder STL for those Turtle fans. If you guys have any questions on anything you've seen today, just shoot me a message. I know I've gotten actually a few messages since I posted some of this stuff. Roger, for sure, I will send you the information you need for that Wolverine we saw. So thank you everybody for joining. Stanley, Michael Reyes, Battle Cats. Let's keep going. Cypher, M11, Figure Con, Random Korean showed up. I must have been on the other page. I didn't see him there. And everybody else that's there. E-Man's was in the house as well. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for the guys being on the chat. If you watch this, if you're gonna watch it live, join the chat, man. Just tell us what you want to talk about, what you want to hear. The next few weeks, I'll still continue doing live unboxings. Eventually, we'll run out, and then we'll do our standard normal statue chat and shenanigans. I know today didn't go too much shenanigans because we didn't want to get too deep into it. We wanted to talk about some awesome custom pieces. So, Marcos, thank you again for not having a social life this weekend and being here with us. I really appreciate the love you give the channel. FBJ, I know you're always down for a live unboxing. Thank
Happy to
you
be
as
on.
well for being here. Really appreciate it. And Robert Jarhead, custom produced himself, the man. Thank you very much for tuning into my show as well. It's always awesome to have you here and talk customs with us. And we're gonna get a little in depth with Roger. You know, we're gonna have him on the show more often with anime. We're gonna suck him into the anime thing because we're instigators. I got Freddie to get some customs. Now I'm gonna get Jarhead to get some anime pieces. So.
There we go.
But thank you again, everybody, for tuning in to ASV Collectibles. Please, if you like the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week for another live unboxing Shenanigans. Thank you very much. See you later. Peace.
Bye, everyone.